So today's my mother's birthday. She is turning 71 and she lives in Europe with the rest of my family in Romania, the country where I'm from, where I was born and raised for 29 years. So I want to surprise her. Just talk to her on Skype. She's probably going to bed now, but I want to surprise her with painting her portrait. Back then, 70 something in Romania, 76 I think this photo was taken. We didn't have much photos, so it's a really special thing to find the photo. It's a black and white photo I'm working from with my mom, so I hope this is going to be special. I got really excited yesterday with using this watercolor pencil, so I'm gonna see if I can integrate something like that again today. It doesn't even matter that much to me right now to do like a painting that would resemble perfectly the subject. I'm trying to stay away from that as much as possible and just really be playful and let go and just get the essence of this moment. I always think that my personal opinion is that there's no need to replicate any photography ever, because why do that? The photography in itself is art enough, and if you want to paint something, then you must do it in such a way that you can actually see it's a painting. You use painting as creating something that cannot be created in any other way. I don't want a copy of a photography. It's pointless. I want to create something that cannot be created in any other way. I really use painting for painting. And use what's so wonderful about it. Let's play. It's a delicate situation here because there's this shadow that comes from the nose, the light comes this way, but if I don't put it in the right place, it may end up looking like a mustache of some sort, so I have to be very careful. How do I create that? This whole side of the face is just drenched in light. By the way, while I was growing up, my mom always had red hair. She was actually the only red hair woman I knew. It was pretty cool. So I feel like this red tone suits, this monochrome tone suits her even better because of that. See if I can get something darker, but still stay within the red. My mom was a very loving mother growing up. I remember she had to go from time to time travel with her work. She was a chemist, an engineer, and she was working for this big research institute that they only had one in the entire country, so whenever they had to implement their discoveries in other cities, she had to just travel there to explain it. So she was gone for a week or two very often, and I would miss her so much. As a kid, I would go to her closet, take her t-shirt, find a t-shirt that would smell like her, and would just use that so I can put myself to sleep. I was really little, maybe like 6 years old or something like that, and I would just smell her perfume and feel a bit better. She was the kind of mom that you just always wanted to be with. She was loving and kind and just beautiful and sweet, and you know. She's also very talented, my mom. unfortunately her mother didn't allow her to go to the art college. I thought back then it's not a real job, right? Her mom wanted her to be a doctor. So while her mother thought that she's going to take the doctor's exams to get into college, she actually went and changed. She filed her paperwork for the chemistry department because, you know, that's one of the things that she would study to become a doctor, but she didn't want to be one. So she went back home and she said, "Mom, I got into college." And her mother was so excited. The chemistry one. It was bad news. And she's now she's retired and she's doing all kind of artistic things. She's really good with sculpture. That's one domain I haven't investigated much. I find it to be really hard to do three-dimensional stuff, but she does all kind of creative stuff. I definitely got the talent from her. So when I was in high school, I went to a mathematics and physics high school. That was the thing then, you know. Are you either a doctor or an engineer? There were the two options people would take. But so my mom would always take some sort of art classes or went to study art. And one day I took her oil paints, locked myself in my room, and painted a nude painting. I remember that was my first painting ever. So when my mom saw that, she said, "Oh my God, you painted this with no training, with no lessons ever, with nothing? This is it, you're going to art school." So ever since, she was determined that I would do that. So she supported me even when I didn't really believe that that's a thing. And I feel like in a way I owe her me being an artist today, because she really believed and insisted and hired a professor at the university to give me a whole year of training, because I don't know anything, and in order to go to our college in Romania you have to pass a very hard exam, and the competition was pretty stiff, so it wasn't an easy thing to get in. And I trained for a whole year with this professor who became my mentor. I was so happy. For the first time in my life I would do the things that I actually love. And I got in. I was the only girl in my entire year. And the rest is history. So yeah, she was the catalyst. I don't know what else I could have done, really. I wasn't good at anything. I was miserable through the high school, studying math and physics. But I do think that that was helpful too. It just gave me a more analytical mind, which I think I bring to my painting process. So it comes full circle. I think every experience you have in life, even at the moment, you may not perceive it as a great experience. Maybe you want a better job, or maybe you want a better relationship, or, you know, better everything, better parents, better children, better. We have a lot of things that we would like to change in our lives, but you know what they say, you cannot see the forest for the trees. If you're too close, if you're too much into the experience, you don't see the value of it yet. So if you let some time pass, and looking back, I can see every single experience, good or bad, I had in my life. It really It's very useful now. So now if I go through a really crappy experience, instead of complaining and being desperate, I ask myself, how will this serve me long term? And it's just way more relaxed way to go about things. Oops, sorry about that. This hand is hard to do. Just pointing with the finger. For example, all the years that I used to do graphic design, which I self-taught myself, thinking that it's a better lucrative area, coming very handy right now because I can design my own website and I can create my own brochures, and I don't need to hire anyone for that. So, you know, that way, that's one way in which every single experience in life is there to teach you something. It's there to bring you closer to your ideal situation, to your dream life. So that's my wisdom for today. Jennifer, are you there? Jennifer said, I missed hearing your wisdom. And I did painting with a donkey. I did not feel like talking much. So back to my mom. I thank you so much for all of y'all who wished her a happy birthday on my timeline. She was, I surprised her with that, and she loved reading all the comments and just, you know, she's not here, she's not with me, she doesn't get to see me in my everyday life and how people or around me are with me, and you know, the impact that I have. It was a wonderful insight into my life, and all of y'all writing that was just wonderful. She got to see what kind of girl she raised. Being a parent is hard. Both of my daughters also are really talented with the arts, so we may have more artists in this family, and I'm pretty excited. I just envision a time in my life in which maybe I will create some business or projects with my daughters. Wouldn't that be amazing? And I imagine them being way better than me. I was using in my class earlier today some salt. I don't normally do that much. So this is one of the things that we worked on in the creative lab this morning. I love all this texture. I want to see if I can bring any of that in this painting. So I'm gonna drop some salt into here and see what will happen. It's such an unpredictable thing. Gives it a really cool patina, I think, and texture. So if you like this video, please share it so others can see. Then let's just spread the love and joy for painting. It's such a wonderful way to express yourself, and it's cheaper than therapy. It just touches something inside you, and then it touches others, moves, and it's such a powerful, I don't even know what to call it, powerful way to communicate, to visually communicate with the world. So I think I don't like the hand, I don't like what's going on here, but it's a really difficult position. That's the thumb there somehow. Sometimes if you cannot get it right, just de-emphasize it. Take that off and just let it be a more abstract thing, just like a suggestion of something. I want the focus to be on her face. You know, something like that. Maybe more narrow here, very delicate wrist. I don't know, I think she's starting looking like her, but I'm trying not to focus so much on that, because then you can get caught up in these tiny little details, and you know, it's really not gonna help the painting. Just gonna break it into pieces. You want to have an, you know, cohesive look. You want your eye to travel. Just give it some suggestion, and that's it. Maybe the face could be a bit narrower here. That's too dark now. Just want something to darken maybe this side. So if anyone knows how I could do subtitles, message me or write on this, because I would love to do a subtitle for this for my mom, so she will understand. Let me see if I can lift just a bit there. I feel like I'm starting to fuss too much with it. Oh, look, I cannot help myself. So that's it. I want to keep it under 30 minutes. Maybe I'll fuss with it more later, I don't know. But I think I'm going to stop. But thank you all for watching. and have an amazing day today. Bye, see you tomorrow.